Today we are cooking Parmigiana and you will need the following ingredients. First of all, main ingredient, you need olive oil because every European dish needs a good olive oil. 2 tin tomatoes, you will need some herbs. I'm using dill, oregano, thyme, basil, coriander, salt and pepper of course. You'll need some lime juice, I'm using fresh lime, fresh bread for breadcrumbs, aubergines, courgettes, mushrooms, red pepper, red chilli, onions and garlic. I'm using a cast pot and in that I'm adding the courgettes and aubergine to some olive oil and I'm sprinkling some on top.
So you're doing time. So should I pour some oil on top?
Really and truly, I should have done the courgettes first and add the aubergine after, but hey ho.
You don't want to mash them?
Yeah.
This recipe is what my dad taught me how to do it, so you'll be hearing some stuff from him soon as well. You want to give it a good mix and make sure it looks like this and it's seared. So we're not cooking it all the way through because we're going to roast this in the oven. So that's me attempting to take all of the veg out, and in the same pan I'm putting in onions, adding a little bit more olive oil because we love that stuff. To that we're adding some garlic, and this is sliced. Personally I like to grate it in. I'm adding 1 red chilli and giving it a good mix. Don't mind how the pot looks at the bottom, it will get clean, trust me. Trust the process. Add some tin tomatoes, we're adding 2. I had 1 plum and 1 chopped, so I'm just mixing both of them. It doesn't really matter, chopped is slightly better to mix. Giving it a good mix and making sure it's on a medium to high heat so all of the flavors can merge together. We're adding our salt, pepper and dried herbs, and I also added some hot paprika, which I didn't mention in the beginning because it needs a little bit of a kick, but remember it's not supposed to be spicy, but that doesn't mean it shouldn't be full of flavor.
Shall I get a bit of Turkish bread? They haven't given me bread. The TFC store, isn't it? Lunchtime.
And wait a few minutes, giving it a stir. After 5 minutes on a low heat, I'm then going to add mushroom, and mushroom cooks very quickly.
Country, farmhouse bread and stuff.
Shall I mix this mushroom into it?
Go for it. Yeah, mushroom got me mixed in there.
I should just go like this. Gosh.
Everything will be reduced.
Making sure all the flavours have merged well together. Once I've given that a good mix, I'm going to pop the lid on and give it another 5 minutes before stirring it.
I'm going to put a bit of water in it.
Let's show.
In the meantime, I am going to put my veg into the oven to roast them. That's the aubergine and courgettes. And now that that's done, I'm putting it on a medium to high heat and adding in the roast vegetables. So as you can see, this was not simple
You want to put it in? We'll put it in.
as I thought it was going to be. So we'll need a bit of help.
One second, I'm going to show the tray there as well.
My 2 hands.
See, next time you need to ideally
Roast them a bit more.
roast them a bit more or glaze them a bit more so they have that body structure.
I am just adding some boiled water, a little bit, to make the consistency how I want it. I'm adding Parmigiano to the breadcrumbs that I've blended, and I've added 1 chicken stock cube. That's optional, you can add veg stock cube.
All that flavour. Now before we put it in, we're going to seal this veg, we're going to set it up so the bread doesn't go into the water. Yeah? It'll come down itself in some time. bang on and get you mashed already.
Pretty much ready for the breadcrumbs to go on top and the cheese. So it doesn't need a lot of cheddar cheese, but I've decided to add a little bit, and I've got the stronger cheese, Parmigiana, in the mix of the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Get it to the corner, Suman. There you go. Now you can throw the cheese in there if you like.
So I am now just adding some cheddar cheese, and you can add as little or as much as you want. It's up to you. But we do love cheese around here, so we're going to want to put some on there. Once that's done, I'm putting it on a medium heat, and you can also grill the top for a few seconds, and this is what it should look like. Slightly golden with the breadcrumbs, and I would advise to put it on grill. And that's pretty much it. So, oh my god, it is such a good dish, full of vegetables, full of flavour. I served it with mash. You can serve it with rice or have it on its own, and it's really nice dish to change up your menu once in a while. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you give it a go. Like, share, comment, subscribe.